box office and Ticketmaster charge. So, Ralphie, I just was reading the story on Paris Hilton's side about you being busted in Guam.
Yeah,
tell us what
it made over 100,000 websites, according to my publicist. It was one of the fastest stories in the past like month and a half.
Well, you're gonna find a celebrity soon trying to get busted for pot.
Well, here's what happened. Okay, I have a medical marijuana license in the state of California.
Right.
And I did a concert run all around California, and my fans are very friendly and generous with the heavy handshake. Okay, and they know what kind of weed I smoke. I like a heavy indica. Yeah. Okay, I like a full body high as well. A sativa's okay, it's passable, but it's got to be good reefer, or I'll give it back to you. Okay, all right, I'm old school, you know. And I took out of my bag before I left for Guam 3.5 ounces of weed, a gram of, not a gram, an ounce of keef.
Right.
Are you familiar with keef?
No. Really.
Keef is
Keith and I haven't gone out for quite a while.
Keef is the bud of a marijuana plant is a flower, all right, and it's a stamen and pistil and pollen combination with a lot of crystallized THC in it.
It's a botany class.
Okay, all right.
And Science Channel.
I know, and this is upstate New York, so I know this one. 20 grams of hash.
Yeah.
Okay, I had all that.
I had for medical purposes.
All for medical purposes. I have anxiety. I have a lot of pain issues.
Back issues.
You tried Xanax.
I did, and it's addictive. And I was up to taking 3 a day. Okay, Klonopin. And it's really bad for you.
You know, Eddie Clark's somewhat of an upbeat guy. He came in here after taking his Xanax in the morning, and it was like
a zombie, right?
It was a zombie that actually spoke.
A zombie actually looked at me and said, "What's your problem?"
Yeah, no doubt. What do you want, player? What do you want?
I never had it before, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was up. I was just sitting there. I didn't know. I was going over to LA crying. I didn't know what was up.
Yeah.
Did you get busted at the airport?
I did. I made it through LAX security. Okay. No problem. Okay. I didn't think I had it on me. I flew 16 hours to Guam. I get off the plane, and my wife's at the bottom of the escalators. I'm coming down going, "You don't have anything on you, do you?" And I'm like, "No."
You said it out loud?
Yeah. And I'm like, "No, baby, I don't have anything on me. I left it all in L.A. Are you sure? You promise? I go, "Yes, baby, I left it all in L.A. Are you sure? Because there's dogs everywhere. Great, I love them. I miss my dogs. Okay, I'll go up to them. All right, I'll show you. I walked up to the first dog, okay, and the dog was like 30 feet away, and I petted the dog, and the dog said,
a drug sniffing dog.
Yes, that's how positive I was. Okay, the dog sat down, which means that that there's drugs. I found this later, that when the dogs sit down, that's a sign to the handler that it's a positive for drugs. And I just thought that the drugs. I just thought the dogs were like oh my God, he loves it. He knows I'm a dog person. Is what I was thinking. All right, so I'm petting the dog. All right, how you doing, baby? All right, and then there was another dog about 20 feet away. I'm like, you jealous, ain't you? Come on, baby. And so I'm petting those dogs like that. I'm petting their ears, stuff like
Everybody's
that.
laid
And the customs guys, like, you're really not supposed to touch him and stuff like that. I'm sorry, he just came up to me. He was wagging his tail, stuff like that. Okay, and I miss dogs so much, and we go through a little bit, and we're getting the luggage out, and they're scanning other people, and they're doing stuff, and the customs agent comes up and goes, "Have you filled out your customs form?" Even though Guam is U.S. territory, you have to fill out a customs form when you come into Guam. All right, and the first line, and I was going to, but my pen petered out on me. If you could help me, or you had a pen, I could fill it out right now. He goes, "No, I'll help you right now. I got a clipboard right there. I'll fill it out for you. Your name, and okay, I did all that." And he goes, first line, first question: "Are you in possession of any illegal drugs or narcotics?" And I go, "No, I'm not." "Are you sure?" "Yes, I am." "Are you positive?" "Yes." "You don't need to go use the restroom?" "You don't need to go use the restroom?" No.
He gave you that many chances.
They gave me multiple outs, about 5 to 6, okay? 5 to 6 multiple outs. are you sure you don't have anything on you? I go, no, I don't have anything on me at all. Are you positive? Yes. Where'd you fly from? Los Angeles? Okay, all right. Yeah, I left all my stuff there. But man, I tell you, I'm so glad to be in Guam. You have no idea, because there's a lot of military here, and I'm going to get to do shows for military. I'm going to do shows for locals, and it's the first time to be here. I'm so happy. I brought my whole family.
Did they know who you were?
Yeah, they all knew how it was. Okay, because I mean, it's a small island, and I've been advertised for like a month and a half. All right.
They knew who you were.
I landed, and I was sold out.
They were trying to give you a break, and what happened?
It's a little bit of a story, okay? And they were like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "No." Okay, well, here's sign here, Mr. Mae, no problem. And so we finished getting together our stuff, and they're going to the next stop, and the agent reads the form, and he goes, "Well, just go right over there, and they're going to do a little search, and then we'll be on your way, no problem." All right, so they get up there, and my whole family's there, and my baby's there, and April's, she's singing a song and watching her little iPod Touch, and my son August, duck, quack, 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 duck, quack, quack. And these babies are fantastic. They just flown for 16 hours. They should be miserable, but they're just happy as little angels.
Right.
All right, my wife, she's tired and worn out. She's been fighting with them. All right, it's a wrestling match. When you got a 15-month-old boy. All right, and we got there, and they were like, he had my backpack. And he goes, before I open this backpack, is there anything in here that I should be aware of? And I'm like, no, sir. Are you positive? Yes, sir. Are you sure? You don't need to go use the restroom or anything?
Yeah, he's giving him out.
They gave me out.
Second guy.
Yeah. And you don't need to go use the restroom or nothing? Oh, no, I peed on the plane. It was a big bathroom. I'm in first class. They got a big bathroom up there. For me, it wasn't a problem at all. And they go, okay, no problem. All right. So he goes, is it okay if I search your bag? I have your consent? By all means, please, no problem. All right. And so he unzips it, takes out my iPad, my book, and some papers, and he goes, what's this? And I look at it, and my wife is like, oh my God, Ralphie. And I go, well, just eyeballing it, officer, I would say that's about 14 grams of killer weed. All right? But I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was selling it to you, I would tell you it's 18 grams and it's very dense. Okay, but I would judge it to be about 14 grams. Turns out I was dead on, 14.4 grams.
14.4.
Okay.
What did he do?
Well, he goes, that's really good weed, all right? And you didn't know you had this on you? I go, officer, look, I have a medical marijuana license. I have a doctor's prescription for it. Here's a doctor's recommendation for it. I have physical need for it. My bag always smells like weed. I took out 3.5 ounces of weed and a big ounce of keef and hash before I left. It was Snoop Dogg OG. It was my buddy Snoop gave it to me. All right, and it was at the bottom. It was my own stash. Okay, I'd done Stockton the night after, and he left it at the hotel for me.
So what happened after this? So he finds it.
They find it, and they do all the search, and this, I'm such a fatty. At the bottom of my bag, my backpack, I had a Pop-Tart that had been in the, and they have a little Mylar of that had just broken open, and there was Pop-Tart all messed in the bottom of my bag. Instead of cleaning it out, and it attracted every little piece of, had stuck to marijuana and stuck to it, and they were taking the whole thing out and searching, and they're like, did you put marijuana in a Pop-Tart? And I started giggling. I go, no, that would make it a Pot-Tart, technically. All right? But no, it's more of a cause and effect, gentlemen. You smoke marijuana, then you think Pop-Tarts are viable breakfast options. Okay? All right? And they were like, and so they ended up, they found an additional 4 grams floating free in my bag. Okay?
They really had no idea.
None at all. So I mean, and I thought it was going to be a big deal, and they come and asking me questions like, while on Guam, where are you staying? I'm like, the Sheraton Hotel, if you let me. And they're giggling, okay, and then they're like, when are you leaving Guam? And I'm like, Sunday, if that's cool with y'all. All right, and they were cracking up. I was making everybody laugh, and I was being professional about all this, and I wasn't getting emotional, and I wasn't cursing them out for doing the job, and they were all just the warmest, nicest people of all time. And they took me to the back, and then they go, Ralphie, we searched out your bag. You're absolutely right. The only thing that had anything in it at all was your backpack. We found your prescription.
Right.
We found all this. Okay, that's the reason we're not going to throw the book at you, but you need to go in here. And they did a body search.
Right.
All right?
No.
And they lifted up a full body search. And I apologized to the people before they did it. I was like, I'm sorry, guys, because there ain't no reason you have to endure this. And I knew I was a hot mess when I put my clothes on. Plus, I've been flying for 16 hours. I ain't so fresh and so clean. You know what I mean? I mean, it's Guam is so humid. The twins have been sticking to my thigh as soon as I came off.
Oh my God!
Like I was in dire need of some powder. You know what I'm saying? Some cornstarch powder. Oh Lord!
Did they give you a ticket? Did they let you go?
That's what they ended up being. A ticket for $100
Right.
for possession of marijuana less than an ounce. Okay,
Right.
all right, but they could have really thrown the book at me. They could have thrown the book at me for transporting on an airplane. It's a federal facility, facility in Los Angeles. Okay, that's 2 counts right there. Okay, and then the airplane, and they go. The only reason we're gonna let you off like this is that in all our years of seizing people who who smuggle drugs into Guam, you're the first person that's ever come up and pet the dog. We really believe you didn't mean to do this. And I'm like, I tell you, gentlemen, I'm just dumb, okay? I didn't mean to be, I didn't do it with malice or intent. Just pet the dog.
And we got another ticket winner on.
Awesome.
Rena, how are you? Irina.
Hi, Irina. How are you?
Favorite Ralphie?
It's gonna be a good day, baby.
And you got tickets to go tonight to see Ralphie Mae at the end. What's your favorite Ralphie Mae bit?
Oh my God, this is from years ago. We really laughed about it, me and my friends. But he was in the movie theater.
Oh, the Black Movie Theater. Yeah, that happened in Atlanta, Georgia.